In spite of being kitted out in thermal innerwear, a warm jacket, and 2 pairs of gloves on each hand, I was still cold. We were the first people to roll into Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary that morning. There was a thick fog in the air, and we couldn't see very far into the distance. There was no bird activity anywhere around us. Birds start getting active once the sun is out, because that's when the insects start coming out of their burrows and birds can go feed on them. When it got brighter, we saw a spotted owlet sitting inside the hollow branch of a bare tree. It looked very comfortable sitting there and seemed unlikely that it would come out on a morning like this. I stood there making a few photos, hoping that it would hop out, even if it were just for a few seconds. I stood there under the tree and turned in the opposite direction to look at some green pigeons. Look, there was a buzz in the air. Our little owlet had flown out and perched in the open on an adjacent tree. I gathered my wits together and started clicking some photos. I had the Nikon D70-200 camera with a 200-500 lens, and not a single frame was sharp. The shutter speed was in excess of 1,000th of a second. I tried holding my cameras in different ways, using a monopod, pressing the camera hard against my cheek, but the photos did not improve. The stabilization on the lens couldn't be faulty, could it? It was a beautiful day for photography, but I could not make a single decent photo. I just could not understand why all my photos were out of focus. It was only when I got back I realized what the problem was. It was the poor quality ultraviolet filter. I cannot tell you enough how important it is to use a good quality UV filter. What's the point in using cheap filters on a good lens? What are the thoughts running in your mind right now? I'd like to know. Please tell us in the comments and subscribe to my channel. I'm Girish Menon, and I invite you to experience people, places, nature, and food through photography. Tell stories, inspire your friends. I facilitate one-to-one photography courses online. I will show you how to get the most of your camera so that you can click sharp photos. And that's one of the biggest pain points for beginners, getting sharp photos, especially in low light, and also create powerful photos. What that means is to arrange the elements in the frame in a manner that's easy to understand. So come, meditate, create, communicate. See what it's like.